Hello, it's Michelle. How are you? Welcome to day number, where are we? I think it's 14. How are you doing? Okay. Um, yes, I find it funny because I'm almost at a loss for words, but I'm holding myself to the commitment of showing up. And you know what? We all go through that sometimes, so I know I'm not the first. And for sure won't be the last. Hello to all of you who are watching and to those who catch the replay. Thank you for being here. So, today's quote is by one of my fabulous people, Mel Robbins. It goes like this: Nothing is changing unless you make it change. I don't have to give a big dialogue about that, it's self explanatory. We're all, most of us are 80% afraid of change because somehow we associate change with difficulty and things not going right, and we get defensive. We shouldn't. We should embrace change as another way of knowing that we're growing. I mean, let's face facts. When we were yay high and being held in the arms of our mother, it was all comfortable. But as we started to grow and we realized we had feet, we could crawl, and then we could stand, we started to realize that it's a good thing to have change incorporated into our lives. So now we're all grown up. And instead of embracing that change as we keep growing, we find that we're backing away from it because of the fear of the unknown. It's amazing when you're little, you are so fearless, you are so wanting growth and change. What happened to that person? We just grew up and out. And, when we somehow we grew up and out, but we still have ourselves boxed in. Okay, it's life and it happens. I don't have all the answers, but it's something we can change because change signifies growth and experience. Now, I want to talk about something that is in the same realm of change. Now, we don't live in a perfect world, nor do we have perfect relationships. Friends, platonic, intimate, business, random people we meet, we won't call them friends, but acquaintances. And we may find ourselves in their space for a while. And that space may not always be a friendly space. And that, when it becomes unfriendly, it makes us uncomfortable. Now, we can do one of two things. We can leave the space and move on, but we're such creatures of habit. Even when we leave the space, we're still taking the discomfort with us. Or we can just face it forward and take charge. Now I have 4 suggestions here to do just that. When you find yourself in a very uncomfortable situation, especially is with somebody that you will see on a constant basis, or you know maybe every 1 or 2 months, it doesn't matter. But the fact that you have to regroup with that person and you're feeling discomfort, it will not be a good experience. So how about this? Let's just take the bull by the horns, and let's deal with it. It's a difficult conversation, but you know what? What makes it difficult and uncomfortable is the emotion that we have clinging to it. If we just step away from it and try to look at the situation objectively, focus on what we want ultimately of the outcome, it will make a difference. So, the first thing to do that is to take responsibility for whatever it is that's making us uncomfortable. Something you said, or the other person said. Acknowledge it. See what it is. If you're at fault, take the responsibility. If you're not at fault, now this is what you're going to share with the other person to get beyond that discomfort. So the next thing is to focus on the outcome that you're trying to achieve. Ultimately, you are trying to achieve alleviation from the discomfort. So, for want of a better word, let's say peace. We want peace between you and the situation, the people involved, one or two, whatever it is. So the outcome is a peaceful resolution. And in doing that, the next meeting will be easier to digest. So you get in touch with the discomfort, be it one person or two, and you listen and you validate what the other person or persons are feeling or were feeling, which resulted in their reaction to that incident. So, excuse me, it's important to listen. You know, we all want to get our 2 cents in real quick. And it's a habit whereby when somebody is talking to us, we're not altogether there in the moment. So let's make a concerted effort that when we're going through this difficult conversation, that we are there present. And one way you can do this is actually to just get a little notepad, and as the person speaks, jot down a note or two. Now, don't write an epistle and make the person uncomfortable, but you're going to listen. And this will just short points. And then once you've written the points and the person has finished speaking, then you can probably go over it with the person. And you know what? Remember, your tone is everything. So you may be angry, you may be uncomfortable, but try to let go of that emotion as you go through this discussion. Try to be objective and not subjective. And sometimes, a lot of times, you'll find that what created the discomfort was lack of information, a misconception, or a misinterpretation of what was said or what happened. And, when you realize, when both parties realize, that's where the discomfort came in. Now that we've got it in the open, life can go on with ease. So, I that's my only suggestion, take responsibility for whatever it is. Listen and validate the other person's feeling. And in doing so, they will also listen and validate your feelings. And then focus on the outcome, which is the resolution of the discomfort, so that the next time you regroup, the way will be open for an easier conversation. Now, it takes a lot of practice. I know it's not easy, but you know what? As today's quote says, nothing is changing unless you make it change. So, conversations that are difficult, we can try to make them better by taking action and making a change. And as the cliches sometimes go, be the better person. Initiate the difficult conversation. A lot of times, people will be happy that you took the time to make that resolution. Of course, there will be times when other people, you know, don't want to give you the chance to make the resolution. But you know what? My thing is, 3 times, third time's a charm or not. But at that point, I would have done all I possibly can to find a resolution. And if nothing comes of it, you know what? I let it go. You can take the horse to the well, but you can't force him to drink. So, hope you're having a good day. It's raining where I am. I love the rain, but it's cold rain, but it's all good. Taking a walk outside, it's fresh, and I'm alive and able to do this because I can think of a lot of people who are locked up in the hospital, their home, they can't move, a wheelchair, and they would love to go outside and just get wet by Mother Nature, and they're unable to. They sometimes just look through a window if they can be propped up to see the rainfall. So I'm thankful for the rain, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to share with you today. So have a great day or night or afternoon, whenever you show up, but thank you for showing up, and see you soon. Bye.